Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They want to run it left here. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Lets it fly. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll try to do it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. On the option. He'll toss it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on third and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed in there. Get outside and get a stop, now setting up fourth down.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
He might want another play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to take a shot right away. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw.
He unleashes a long one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Quarterback keeper. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Washington. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Finds a tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
2nd and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Turning it on.
Really got to just swat the
He
ball.
makes the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. He makes a grab.
Well, what's like? I'm not reacting. That's the shit that's wrong, Mars.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on the
scores on the sneak.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can.
This is the low average activity, bro, from his defense on third down.
I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Campbell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab, it's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw again.
Woo!
Intercepted, and the defense will set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. Here's a heat. They won't let him in. He knows for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
Oh.
And as they come to the line here, they're passing on a surefire field goal attempt. They'd better pay it off with 6. Snaps it in the shotgun. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
To the air on first down.
What to say, boy?
That incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And you could see the ball.
I don't really know nothing about the playbook.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Those 2 plays after this.
Backed up 3rd and 10 from inside their own 5. Like a doctor, first do no harm. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Those 2 plays after this thing.
Touchdown Bears!
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Caught behind the line. It's Campbell. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
And the Scarlet Knights pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm not doing
when you
it.
go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good. You got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he throws the football.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down.
God got in the way.
I think the quarterback just needs to settle down and take his time. Be confident knowing you can step into these throws. When you step into it, it'll help your accuracy. That throw, throwing it off his back foot, led to the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
That pass, man.
Didn't get a ton of the
Too
return,
early.
but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Pulls and fires complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's at the 10.
Oh, Rutgers.
Once he got some room, it was over.
And they
That's all right,
trust their
baby.
QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to throw on first down. Going up top.
Oh my God, he drops it.
This guy just can't find his own play.
He dropped
Looking
it.
for more room. And after the interception return,
He dropped it. It's hilarious.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll run the option. Plows through the defense.
Shit.
Ernie on the Jets. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. To the air, it's Robertson. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense will quickly use the timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
You know what time of game this is.
You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Oh, my God.
Catch and run for 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. It just
Right on the money. It's always right on the money.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down.
It's a seam wide open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Scarlet Knights are in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Now adjusting. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football. And
Well, one nigga took the ball out. They both stopped.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sheffield. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw again. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Punts it out of the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score.
Hey, wait to get some receivers, bro.
It'll be third down.
This has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Rutgers! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That keeps the score 28. Rutgers 13.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Cameron. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quick completion on the out route. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Looking to throw on first down.
Man.
Hard just as he released it on first down. And just
man. This roll on to hold your blocks, fellas.
Defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 30. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, and the quarterback was looking for the big fella. And I tell you what, you throw these routes to big tight ends, it usually ends well, but it was really, really good coverage, breaking on that corner route and getting the ball to the ground.
Finds a man by himself. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
The Bears headed quickly to the line. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Bears! And the beatdown has ensued. How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This drive will open from the 15. Looking downfield on first down. Rushes on him. And he goes down.
I get bent down and he still caught me.
That's a bad job in pass protection. I almost give the quarterback some credit because I think he knew where he was on the field. He knew he was going to get sacked for his safety. He was doing everything he could to just go down at his own 1-yard line to avoid giving up the 2 points.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Number 1 objective here, no turnover. Gonna let it fly. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take another shot here. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a man, it's Campbell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down.
Swear, that's gonna be something I get past, I can tell.
The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Everybody just breaks out of those tackles.
You give up that first down and you give up that pass play, but here we go with this offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they're able to make the tackle. And the Scarlet Knights are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The sure hands, it's Sheffield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. Past the 40. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Outside the pocket, lets it go.
Man.
Can't make the play on the
Oh,
interception.
my God. I just missed.
For their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
It's a running room. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cameron. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quick pass on the jet motion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Got his man. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Back to pass, it's Robertson. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
It's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can do.
Everybody got it.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Throwing right.
Man, come on, bro.
You just got to know the situation of the game, obviously.
Nah, that shit ain't gonna work no more, man.
Third down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this.
Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot.
Oh, man. You had it.
Multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop. Buzz down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Smacks him with the stiff arm. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He'll take a shot. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And it's slipped out. How in the world did the offense retain possession? I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense got it. They're on the run.
Man, that's tough. As a defense, you're celebrating your offense. We're about to go take the lead. We're about to go win this game late in the 4th quarter, and then they force the turnover. Now we got to go make them look good. Get off the sideline, change your mindset, go make a play, get the ball back to your offense.
grab behind the line. It's Campbell. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way.
He's checking that vision,
He just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them. Fires toward the end zone.
Look at that shit, bro. My niggas don't jump.
The punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Looking to throw, it's Robertson.
I can't get this.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Rutgers.
One more play to pad the stats. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Oh, I ain't playing. You playing with Troy. Fuck that. Nasty ass team. He ass. It's a waste. We ain't gonna play with a real team. I ain't gonna play. I say use Georgia. They both ranked, but I.
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bears will put total leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5.
That is an absolutely perfect start. If you're a defensive guy. Backed up now inside their own 10. Do you want to be aggressive and go try to get after that quarterback, maybe get a safety early in the game? Or do you just settle in and sit back? Good problems to have early in the game.
And the Gamecocks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll leave it with him. He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
To the air, it's Sellers. Pressure coming.
Bro, that's R1? But the running back was R1.
And they'll drag him down after a
That was my fault.
on the interception.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll go to the ground.
Wow, what an angle.
Man to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Bears! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Brown. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. It's complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Looking downfield on first down. Scrambling away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air. It's Robertson. Buying some time. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Off the play fake on first down. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense.
Let's get Gate going.
Protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time.
X and R1, X and R1.
Down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. He uncorks one deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Oh, my God. It let the... Come on.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Fires to the tight end. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Trying to set up the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, South Carolina.
I tell you what, this is part of the field. Once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cameron. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. DBs will try to keep everything in front. The give to the back. Hard running there. And a short gain on this run, and that will bring us to the end of the first. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. QB draw. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Find some fresh air. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The lone back's got it. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Yeah, why?
Just flying through the air like a superhero.
Who God was that?
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch.
Yeah, see?
The tight end.
All kinds of room to throw that.
He's not covering no why.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got.
And he takes it in for the score.
Big breaking out, Louis Shackles.
And the offense
89,000 tackles.
Football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it on the right. Off to the races. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the lone running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Shows him the stiff arm. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on 3rd. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Man, stop fucking going for the pick, Rick. Go for the swat. I gotta really stop going for the pick, bro.
And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Wait, is this...
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Quarterback making checks. To the air on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bennett. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space.
Whatever, had to go over the top. That's the one thing. They just scared of Nick, so they just cover deep. So many more weapons out here than this nigga.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete.
I I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And he'll be brought down. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To throw, it's Sellers. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. These corners backing off a bit. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll start the third quarter with the run. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Great pass, it's complete. He'll be stopped.
One day, bro. One day we gonna get it, bro. We know it's coming, bro.
Play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
The gift to the back.
What the fuck? How did that fuck up like that?
To go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nah.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got it! And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Gamecocks line it up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires skill to find that hole. Slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Discards it with the stiff arm. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Skips away from pressure. He'll get rid of it.
Man, stop cheesing me.
All day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Man.
It's caught. It's Prentice. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble.
My fault.
Grab over the middle. It's Prentice. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first.
He's got it down the right side.
Oh, they made me click on the wrong nigga.
He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. He rifles one deep down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw.
Every time when they worry about Nick, we got everybody else to hit.
30 yards yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone.
He dropped it.
The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Harbor. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He might want another play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Out of the backfield, he's open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
No, they don't got no QB, nothing.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. On the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football in.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let me chill out.
They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game? A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone.
Going forward, baby.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball. And
Going forward, baby.
Defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Prentice. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Last completion moved the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as
Oh, that was me. I moved the nigga from there, too. That was me.
Touchdown Bears!
That was on me, too.
Space and turn on the Jets. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after
Nicky
the catch?
Blicky.
That's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there,
stop fucking around, guys.
Touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A strike downfield. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, South Carolina. Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continuing to
see his name and he appears.
But still throwing the football, still finding that
Big
connection.
Nick
I imagine there'll
Henry.
be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
South Carolina, 56.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Come on.
And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly out to the tight end. Wide open spaces. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Holds it in, the first down and more. Oh, a lot of space. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is a beautiful situation for
Didn't get another chance at it.
By 2+ scores, and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Under fire.
I don't care who's guarding him.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. And he's going to go down as time has run out. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.